My name is Jeremy Baker. I'm a radio DJ in Vancouver and soccer coach. And I've been part of, coming out to Willoughby Stadium to check out VFC since, summer of 2023. I got into Canadian Premier League soccer when I was living in Halifax for work, and we'll go check out Wanderers games. And man, it was so fun, great energy. All the Wanderers supporters were like, VFC best jerseys in the league. And I was like, oh, Vancouver's got a team that's great. I think they were new or pretty new to the league at that point. And so when I moved back to Lower Mainland, I was like, I gotta go and support my local squad. There's a lot of things I like about VFC games and Canadian Premier League soccer as a whole. I know in my case, I live in the suburbs of Vancouver, so I find Willoughby Stadium is really easy for me to get to. Love the free parking, and it's just an easy day for me and my kids, right? Like great concessions. It's easy to run around. The kids can run around, and the level of soccer. As a fairly new soccer coach, I didn't grow up playing soccer. I was always a hockey guy, but when my kids started playing, I volunteered to coach, and I like being really close to the action here at Willoughby Stadium, so I can kind of watch the players run the game, so that I can see that, and I can see that really closely at a CPL game and at a Vancouver FC game. For me, it's a little bit of an easier afternoon or an evening out. The stadium's really close to the freeway. The stadium's got a lot of space for my kids to run around. They love playing in the playground before and afterwards. And yeah, it's just maybe a more affordable and a little bit less stressed than going downtown to watch soccer. And I love that VFC is in Canadian Premier League. When I was new to VFC, the Fraser Valley Fanatic fan club dudes, they took me in, they gave me a t-shirt. So I would bring my little dude and we would sit with them with all the smoke, and they're like, VFC, VFC. So we love that a lot, and we still kind of hang out in that area as much as we can. But I also love being kind of as close to the field as I can sometimes. So I like to sit down in the corner where they got the tent set up there and the beers, and you can sit like right in the corner there and kind of watch it. Usually when I'm talking to buds about it and saying like, hey man, let's go to a VFC game, like it's Canadian Premier League, you know how they do it in Europe. This is the North American version of that. This is our local squad. We're taking on other Canadian teams, and it's just a great environment for sitting out in the sun, having a beer and watching a pretty high level of soccer. And I like that some of the guys on VFC kind of come up through the local clubs in the Lower Mainland and across Canada, but there'll be a guy, they're like, you played for Coquitlam Metro Ford, he played in Vancouver, and I like that aspect of it as well. So there's just kind of like a couple kids out there that you can cheer for, that you're like, oh yeah, okay, right on, there's this path to going pro, and who knows how long they'll be with VFC. And in fact, if they have a really short visit with our club, that's a great success, because that means they bounced up and the team kind of did them right. For me, it was stunning in how well VFC played. And then last year, the team just really kind of kept improving, and all of a sudden we're kind of putting up these really incredible games against higher level teams. And I think that just really showed a commitment to preparation and maybe the direction that the club is starting to kind of take those steps, maybe towards becoming a champion. And I think that started developing a lot last year. I think if there's people around the Lower Mainland, if you're into soccer, if you're into a good time and you want to check out a sport, VFC is a real easy way, to get into professional soccer, but also it's a really easy way to get into sitting in the sun and having beers. So, if you're just into a good time, hanging out with buds, hanging out with your kids, hanging out with family, it's just a great park environment. There's pro sports going on, and it's not a big financial ask in a world where everything is crazy expensive. VFC is an awesome Saturday afternoon or Friday evening here in the Lower Mainland.